Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Unfortunately, I had the game crash, and then I reloaded, and then I had another game crash, and I didn't get the proper save for the ending of that video. So I'm a bit ahead here. I cleared the caravan location, and now I'm at the battlefield location. I also need 10 deep mushrooms for the mage's collective, 10 lyrium potions, all that.
On it.
Okay, here I'm gonna be fighting some bears and wolves. Yeah. I got injured fighting the darkspawn at the caravan location.
Too slow. Such fun. Someone was keeping score.
Yeah, well, that was just the first wave. Another one will be coming shortly, I think. Wait. And it's not good. You triggered this by picking the corpses, I think. Or going there. Yeah. A bear boss. Well, that was a waste of time. Though I'll be able to turn in the quest right now. Okay. Well, it's the Chanter's board.
Let's get started.
Report the news after I go to camp and recover from the injuries. You get rid of the injuries if you go to your camp. So found a book, which, by the way, I have actually 2 books which I haven't used at this point. One, I purchased one recently from Jurgen, whatever, a Dwarven merchant you meet by chance. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I could use Rally, but here's the thing with Duran. He's already got Threaten on and Shield Wall. I'm not sure if I want Rally right now. I'm not sure I can handle the cost.
You and your friends have.
Ten sovereigns. Alright. Well, okay, let's go. What's the closest location? I guess Denorm. But then again, I despise going to Denorm.
Yes.
Okay, but I'll go there anyway. To the Chanter's board. I actually have business in Redcliffe with the Templar there. Well, I could talk with the Templar in Denorm if I want to betray the Mage's Collective, or aid the Templars in their hunt for them. But I don't want to do that.
Man and never to rule over Foul and no time for... It's true, though, isn't it? Doesn't the...
Those stung with 100 arrows. The deep dark before dawn's first light seems...
Well, free sovereigns. Let me just see something here.
Vashaden.
Magic exists to serve man and all over. Are they who have taken his gift?
Yes.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in...
I shall do it.
Okay, he has roughly 75 stamina. I don't think that's sufficient. I would be surprised a bit if I don't get ambushed at all. Generally the ambushes happen near loading. Apparently not. Well, there's still the option of being ambushed on my way to Orzammar, because that's where I'm going next. Once I turn in this, actually, yeah, I need access to the fucking alienage. Where is that Templar? Is either in the Chantry or I don't know.
Why do you call yourselves crows? Crows are scavengers, not killers.
I heard that at one time they considered calling us the Kestrels, but, you know, it didn't sing. It didn't dance.
Well, I guess he might be in the Chantry.
Yes?
Yeah, I have a letter for you.
All right. Let me take a look. Why? What did he do to deserve this?
Redcliffe will never forget what you did for us.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive. And it's finally over.
What are you going to do now?
With all the money you gave us for Grandfather's sword, I'll have someone take us to Denerim. With any luck, we'll be safe there. Make her watch over you. I'll never forget you.
Stay safe.
Al Eamon is alive! I must admit there was a time not long ago when I thought news like that simply wasn't possible.
Where is the fucking Templar? He's supposed to be by the fucking mill, but he's not there.
You seem to have quite a disdainful attitude towards elves, my Kunari friend.
Don't take it personally, elf. I have a disdainful attitude towards everyone.
Good bloody points then. Well, I guess I could always go... Actually, wait a bit. Yeah, Commander Harif in Redcliffe. Where is he? Screw it. Let's go to Orzammar. For people who dwell underground, why would they take the time to actually build these statues outside of Orzammar? Now, these on the bridge, I can understand. Those, not so much.
Bread? Please, sir. Show some pity for a poor old man.
Think of it, Zevran. You may have stumbled into a most delightful possibility for your future.
Oh, are you dispensing professional advice now?
It simply occurs to me that if, say, Alistair were to become King of Ferelden, he may have need of someone of your talents.
From what I know of the fellow, it seems there would be a fair difference between what he needed and what he cared to make use of.
If Alistair becomes king, it would certainly not be through any brilliance on his part. Whoever puts him there, now there's the one who will need you.
Now that's an interesting thought. You've such a devious mind, my dear. Why have we not made love as of yet?
For what purpose? I would sooner stab you in the face than let you touch me, elf.
And somehow that makes the idea even more intriguing.
Let's see. She's got a good point, though. A very good point.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You'll not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Nice entrance.
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders. I find that sodding fool, I'll have him in the Legion. Exile, you are not to show your face here again. I have enough crime to deal with. I shouldn't have to dump you back in the deep roads.
Think before you act. I am more than I was.
That's right. You found pity topside. The Warden should have better sense when choosing allies. Surfacers and their cloud-addled heads. Fine, oh illustrious Grey Warden. What do you want?
Where's Balin? I have unfinished business with him.
I'll wager you do. But with your history, you won't get near him. Make your appeals to Vartag Gavorn, Balin's voice in the Assembly. Sorry, Warden, but the ancestors know your place.
Can a city function like this?
Blame yourself for that. The deaths in your house brought us here. And still the tavern is open, and the market is busy. Orzammar has suffered worse. The ancestors will see us through.
The Blight is coming and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Not bad.
Where did they put all the rock, I wonder?
Now that is a remarkable amount of lava. Do you think anyone ever falls in?
Yeah, I think people do fall in. Accidentally, so to speak.
Who are...
By the ancestors! You were exiled into the deep roads. How can you be standing here?
Nerov Helmi, is that you?
I should hope so. I'd be quite hurt if you didn't recognize me. After all, under different circumstances, we might have been married. But you were supposed to be dead. How is it you live?
Is Balin really suspected of killing my father?
After what he did to Trian, he should be. But I forget. You don't know how things have been here. Since your father died, many have begun to wonder if it was Balin's hand behind Trian's death, not yours. Even your father believed that. It's why he appointed Lord Harrowmont as his heir. But enough Deshers support Balin to keep the Assembly in a deadlock. You can see how bad things have gotten.
Where's Balin now?
He still lives in the king's quarters, pretending your father never repudiated him. He seems to think if he's close to the throne long enough, we'll forget he has no right to claim it.
Who has the authority to defend against the Blight?
A Blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. Who will lead the battle? How will we survive?
Orzammar must settle its differences to defeat this threat.
Then may the ancestors guide your efforts. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, talk to Dulin Ferender. You'll find him in Harrowmont's estate. Tell him who you are, and I'm sure he can get you an audience. I should return home until the streets become safe again.
I have no interest whatsoever in supporting Harrowmont.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
Why are you invoking a human god in Orzammar?
The Maker brought forth this world and every creature in it.
In my experience, religious people are inveterate liars.
He chose a human woman as his prophet and bride, but he loves all races, even elves. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
I will not help spread your... sorry. Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out.
Never mind. The Shaper of Memories has refused me so far. I thought perhaps with another advocate... Well, if you have a change of heart, let me know.
I won't have a change of heart.
Sod it all, the exile. Never thought I'd see your face in the Commons. Never thought I'd be glad to either. But this can only help Balin. Whether he forgives you or you scare people, it's another crack in the old way.
You're very eager to support my brother.
He has the legitimate claim, thanks to your failed grab. You abused the old ways, and now he has a chance to change them. I see where the gold is. It flows topside. Balin will guide us to adopt a new way. Of course, he can't come out and say that.
Some say Balin killed our father.
You among them, I suppose, as though you or Harrowmont would have nothing to gain. How would I know? Nobody here is a paragon. The scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
Let me see. Blight is coming. Orzammar can't be divided.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to them.
Let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
He's got a solid
Drunken
point.
dwarves. What could be the harm in a few of those?
I do not even want to think from what...
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? I can move aside. I don't have much to bring them.
What are you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
Come on. I'll leave you with your grief.
Stone guide your steps.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
These things dangerous? If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around. Go on, I'm out of the nug game, got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Alright.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? Oh, I actually was talking to your companions, or are you from the surface too?
Can I help you?
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Why is a dwarf interested in the circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You're crazy. Dwarves can't do magic.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring the circle your request. I don't see any harm in doing so.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smith caste. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Mm-hmm. Let me get this.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
It's simply a present for a beautiful woman.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
Well, before I go... Yeah. Well, actually... Well, if you had access to deep roads... There you are, bloody creature. Okay. I have a nug. Let's go back to the surface. Need to get out.
So you do not fear the crows at all?
I think of it more as my desire to leave them far exceeds the fear I possess of them.
You think the Grey Wardens will give you safe harbor once all this is done? Surely you are not so naive.
I am willing to take my chances.
And if you are wrong?
Then I will be dead. One does not do what I do and fear death so very greatly.
There are fates worse than death.
And one of them is being unable to choose which master you serve. Trust me, my dear, I am well pleased with my current direction.
Point. And there we have it. Yep. This guy.
Right.
Thankfully.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Will the Circle be ready to face the Blight?
Do not worry. We are gearing up for battle as we speak. We will be there when the time comes.
Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
All she wants is to study the theory of magic.
Fascinating. I suppose the Circle should be flattered.
She is willing to give up caste and clan for this.
I see. If she is willing to sacrifice so much for this, then we should feel honored. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the Circle. She will live and study with the Tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
If only the Circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
You'll have an extra pair of hands to rebuild, and she is a smith.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes,
The more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the Circle. Thank you.
Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go on Orzammar. Assuming I don't get ambushed along the way. No, I don't. Alright, let's find Dagna.
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the Circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
First enchanter Irving accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you. I can't believe it. There hasn't even been a Dwarven observer in the Circle since your Relden in the 13th century. I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
Nothing. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the Circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Okay. Let's talk to the shop owner.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Let me see what you've got.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Yeah, no special items.
Let's...
Okay.
These crows of yours, Zevran, are they as extraordinary as you claim?
They all but rule over my homeland. Do you find that extraordinary?
If true. Are they so powerful simply because they are very good at what they do? Or is there some secret to their power?
If there were a secret, it would only remain so if it were not told, my dear.
You are no longer bound to such a code? Or do you believe their wrath will be greater than it already is, should you speak out of turn?
It may be that I simply do not wish to tell you. You get the most delightful wrinkle in your brow when you are curious.
I see. You are impossibly frustrating, you know this.
I do. It is part of my charm, or so I'm told.
Okay, pausing the video right here.